Loki, Kang the Conqueror. Are the celestial beings lining up to give us this finally? Are the actual gods gonna make this a reality and bring Kang to the MCU? I remember he was rumored to be the villain of Avengers 1.
Are you for real?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. There were so many theories and set photos. People were like, look, if you look at this debris right here, that's clearly Kang's shoulder pad. Oh, those were the days. Yeah. So are we finally going to get Kang? Is he coming to Loki? What do you guys think?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
It's the only one so far that actually makes sense, right? This is it.
Especially when you factor in Iron Lad is the only one of the Young Avengers so far, bar maybe Nova and one or two other people. But the predominant Young Avengers, Iron Lad is the only one that hasn't had a slot to fill. Everything else they're doing, you could go, well, Cassie Lang's in Ant-Man, Kate Bishop's in Hawkeye, Wiccan and Speeder in WandaVision, blah, 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 blah. You come to Iron Lad, and it's like, well, where's he going to fit? He's kind of a predominant member, and it's like, well, Loki's time travel, so...
Yeah. Oh.
Well, especially with how much, though, that this Loki series has been changing around. When we first heard about it, all it was going to be is Hiddleston's just voice acting, and he's telling his stories of when he was a kid. Then they were like, nope, we actually hired him as an actor. He's going to be acting in it. Then they're like, oh, it's a time travel. And then they're like, wait a minute, he stole the Tesseract. So yeah, he's going to be multiverse jumping. It's like, we have no idea what is going on. So basically throw a dart at the board and it's true at this point.
Right, it's Quantum Leap with Loki.
Yep.
Will Scott Bakula show up as well?
Exiles is Exiles in Marvel is kind of that with just Loki.
Yeah, no, I think it kind of makes sense. I mean, if he's going to be messing with reality and time, you got to bring in bigger factors. Kang, future villain, would kind of work. I don't want him to be a solo Loki villain, though. That's kind of
No, he's not going to be a solo.
Yeah, not to undermine the Loki series, but that seems like a waste. So you got to build him up as maybe a phase villain, where it's all these guys from the multiverse. You're going to have three things dealing with the multiverse. All show up being like, we need to scramble together any team of Avengers. Oh, and I guess a vampire? Okay, let's fight this time-traveling, maniacal man chasing Loki. That kind of works.
Yeah, I can see him being introduced by Loki's mistakes, and Kang is kind of like, so that's where I really should be focusing, my energy. Not on Loki, but where Loki comes from. And being able to sit there and Loki's just the trigger point that, I know it doesn't activate, but basically activates his senses towards our MCU world.
So there's a couple of really easy ways to do Kang. We know Loki's going to be putting himself in historical events in human history.
Yep.
Kang is huge for ancient Egypt in the comics, so you just go back that far and do something with Kang there. The TVA itself, you just kind of have Kang in the background, or Kang just shows up. It's just hey, I do time stuff.
I mean, if I was using the TVA, the Time Variance, what the hell, association? Oh yeah, whatever.
Authority. Yeah.
Authority, that's the one. If I was using them, I would make Kang kind of maybe their overlord or something. Somebody that's manipulating them. Have him kind of pulling the strings, and they're after Loki because he sees Loki as a threat who's trying to unravel what Kang's been trying to do. So like you said, you do the whole Egypt thing. If you're going to touch upon Egypt, because again, Kang that has that big connection, that's where you drop your Apocalypse Easter egg in there, just to kind of put that in there and start connecting the X-Men in there, because Apocalypse and Egypt go hand in hand. So again, I think this Loki thing and Kang kind of makes sense. Now,
also another reason for it, the production title for Loki is Limbo.
Exactly, yeah.
Limbo is where Kang essentially lives.
Yeah. So,
It'll be interesting. I think we have to kind of wait for them to officially announce WTF is going on with the Loki series.
I think by the time we get to San Diego this year, when they end up revealing more concept art like they did last year, when they show us the Loki one and it shows something like, or they show a sizzle reel again, probably just like they revealed, U.S. Agent and Zemo, they'll reveal Kang briefly. It'll be like, oh damn.
I can imagine they got an investors meeting soon.
Yeah,
like a really big one. I think it's the end of the tax.
Oh, end of the year. So, yeah, that's a huge one.
So you'll no doubt get something there.
That's true, because the end of the year one, because they're gonna have to address all the Captain Marvel killed the box office because they didn't earn all the things from sharing it because it went to Disney Plus. So they're gonna have to address all the idiots asking about that one. So you got to be like, no. Look, the future Disney Plus content. Here's Loki, the villain, how we're planning it ahead, because they always do that at the big investors calls. That would kind of make sense. So,
it'll be really interesting. I got a little more hyped when he was in the looked like a jail jumpsuit for like that 3 split seconds we saw him at the Super Bowl trailer. Like that got me excited for the series, but I'm more excited to know what in the heck is going on with this series. Like I want a definitive tell me what's going on, and we go from there.
Exactly. So I guess when we know more about Kang, we'll be back.